So a whole house humidifier installation cost, you're looking at about $1,500. It can be done cheaper, but that's to have it done correctly. Make sure it's wired into the furnace correctly, and also make sure you're not just using a needle valve for the water line. The old saddle valve is what people call them. We'll put in a good quarter turn ball valve, but the number one thing is to make sure it's wired into the furnace correctly. If it's not wired in correctly, you can burn up the transformer in the furnace, or we just saw recently some homeowner, they wired theirs up and it was still running in the summertime. And so they were constantly adding humidity to their house, and we had to actually go out and repair their humidifier so it would not run in the summertime. They should only run in the wintertime when the furnace is running. I don't know how many times we go out and rewire the humidifier, even after another company installed it. So you want to make sure it's wired correctly. There's different types of humidifiers. They have some at like the hardware stores that use a drum roller. The ones we typically install are Aprilaire, and they have a water panel where water runs over the panel. It's an aluminum water panel, and as the water runs over the panel, it's a bypass humidifier, and then the bypass air puts the humidity into the house. They also have a fan-assisted humidifier, which is really good for heat pump systems. So you don't have the bypass duct work. It's just the humidifier sets on the side of the main trunk, and then it's got a fan in it. And so that fan will kick on, and that's what gives you the air and the humidity into the house. The size of the humidifier can also make a difference. If you have a lot of wood instruments in your house, a lot of wood furniture, you need to keep the humidity higher in the wintertime so the wood doesn't start splitting or cracking. We have customers that have wine cellars, and they want to keep a specific humidity in the wine cellar. Higher end houses with basketball courts and stuff like that, they need to keep the humidity at a certain level for the wood floors of the basketball court. So that's something to think about also. You might need more than one humidifier in your house. So different types of humidifiers for different applications. But I would say no matter what, you really want some sort of humidifier in your house in the wintertime. It can help with static electricity. It can help with itchy, bloody noses and stuff like that. It helps with dry skin. So there's a lot of health issues that a humidifier can help with. But you can also put too much humidity into the house, and then you start seeing mold and stuff like that. So there's a fine line between 30 and 40% is where you typically want the humidity in your house. So not too high, not too low, but highly recommend a humidifier. It depends on the application and what you have in your house.